Hey, Andy here from builderhottub.com. In this video, I'm going to talk about my ultimate guide to hot tub air switches. So let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so hot tub air switches. What are they? How do they work? What are the parts? What's the buying guides, tips and tricks? I'm going to cover all of that in this guide. Now, before I get going, always a great opportunity to say please do subscribe to the channel, hit that notification icon to be notified when my videos go live. I do 2 long form videos just like this every single week, a whole bunch of shorts, and everything on my channel focuses on DIY hot tubs, plunge pools, parts, and pretty much everything in between. So with that out the way, let's get started. So hot tub air switches, they're normally found on built-in hot tubs, so ones that are in ground, for example, that maybe complement an existing swimming pool. They're not normally found on plastic shell tubs. Why not? Well, plastic shell tubs normally have a topside control, which is the kind of digital keypad, and that allows you to control things like the blower or the jets and set the temperature, that kind of thing. Now, the air switches allow you to control things like a hot tub pump to turn on the jets or turn on an air blower, and it allows you to do so without having any electricity at the actual hot tub. So for things like built-in spas or spas that you find in leisure centres or health clubs, they will have air switches that control all of their components, basically because it's much safer than having any electric current up at the tub. So how do they work? Well, you have 3 components to an air switch, and the first is the button, or its technical name, the linear actuator. So you can find something like this behind me. So this is the part that you're physically going to push at the tub to turn either a blower or a pump on. Next, you're going to have some tubing, just like this. And this connects the button or the linear actuator to the physical switch. So the third part of this setup is the switch itself. Now, the switch can form part of a pump or a blower, so it can actually be integrated into that piece of equipment. Or something like this, it can be separate and it just basically turns on and off a relay, and that's really how a air switch works. You press the button, it sends a shoot of air down that tubing to a relay, which then latches on, allows the current to flow, and it then turns on your pump or your blower. Now, you might have a pump or blower with multiple speeds, and it's just multiple settings on that relay that latch down to allow you to control the speed by using the air button, all without having any electrical current at your hot tub. So this is the big benefit of using air switches. Now, over time, air switches do break down. The tubing breaks down, and if you end up with holes or cracks in the tubing, you're going to lose the air and it's not going to put pressure on that latching relay and turn it on. So things like the tubing's normally around 3/8 of an inch in size, and that connects to the bottom, as I said, of the button, as well as at the other end either a separate physical air switch or an air switch that is integrated into a blower or a pump. Likewise, the physical buttons over time can either stick or they can crack, so that when you press them, they're not actually generating that little pressure of air. So you can replace them very easily. Normally they just unscrew from the tub and you can replace like for like. Okay, so the things to consider when you're looking to replace an air switch. Firstly, you want to try and replace like for like. So measure the diameter of the air switch, the length of the air switch, and if you can, try and find a part number. Although with an air switch, it's not quite as important as with some of the other pieces of kit. Generally, the pipe size is the same, so you're looking for the physical dimensions that are going to fit in the hole where you've removed the air switch from. That's the first thing. With the tubing, again, the tubing is a standard size, so you're just looking for a length of tubing that's going to fit if you need to replace that. And then the most important thing to remember is that just because a piece of kit says it includes an air switch, don't expect it to be some kind of a kit. unless the actual product says kit on it. Look at the pictures on display from a website such as mine at partsfortubs.com. A lot of products have the air switch built in, but they do not come with the tubing and they do not come with the button as well. So this is my top tip. If you're looking for a kit, you're probably going to have to put it together yourself because there's so many different styles of button that can work with the blowers and the pumps that you normally buy them separately. So that's my top tip. Don't assume that you're getting a kit. It's highly unlikely that you actually are. If I can help you in any way with your air switches, if you need any replacement parts, do get in touch. You can hit me up via the websites at builderhottub.com or partsfortubs.com, or you can hit me up in the comments below and I will reply that way. As always, I appreciate the view. Hopefully you found this short video useful and I will see you on the next video. If you've liked this video, please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next video.